You can see how it early on earned the nickname of the Bird's Nest with the distinctive latticework, the most distinctive stadium I've ever broadcast from. And long distance look at the field. That'll be the scene of the closing ceremonies as well, of course. National Stadium in Beijing, and once again 91,000 on hand, as there have been every night of the track and field competition. There are the world and Olympic records for the women's 1500 meters, which is up next. And the only American in the field is Shannon Rowberry, 23 years old, from San Francisco. As a youngster, she was an Irish step dancer, and she thinks that's helped her transition to a competitive runner. Shannon has a film degree from Duke and a master's in humanities from Duke University. And there is Maryam Jamal of Bahrain.
She's really the heavy favorite here, Tom. The gold at the World Outdoor Championships last year, only 5'1", 97 pounds. Actually born in Ethiopia, but started representing Bahrain at the beginning of 2005.
Jamal's been ranked #1 in the world in the 1500 meters the last 3 years. And as Lewis said, world champion, won the world championship in Osaka, Japan last summer. Lyschinska is also in the field from Ukraine. She is 32 years old now, was the bronze medalist last year in Osaka.
And she comes to Beijing with a top 10 time. She's run 4:01.61, so she's going to be a player here in this final.
And here are the competitors for the women's 1500 meters. And the heavy favorite is Jamal of Bahrain. So the runners in the 1500, a dozen of them toe the line and set on their way. 3 3/4 laps of the track here for the 1500 meter gold medal.
And Tom, one of the underlying stories here is that no American woman has ever won an Olympic medal in this event since it was added to the Olympic program back in 1972. And Rowberry said that what's most important for her is to keep contact early, not be intimidated by these other ladies out here in this final, and then just try and be in the mix with 300 to go.
Anna Alminova of Russia goes out to set the pace. Lyschinska of Ukraine in second. Maryam Jamal and Lagat, Nancy Lagat of Kenya. It's Lagat now that takes clear third. Jamal of Bahrain into fourth. Rowberry's fifth.
Back in the spring of '07, Rowberry said that competing in the Olympic Games was really 3 worlds away. She had been diagnosed with a hip injury, but somehow she never gave up. She believed that through hard work that she'd be able to find her way back to running at a competitive level, and boy, did she ever. Here she is in the Olympic final with a possible chance to medal.
Alminova is still in front. Lyschinska of Ukraine in second. Lagat of Kenya now is third. Jamal of Bahrain is fourth. Shannon Rowberry is hanging in there in fifth. Hilal of Morocco joins the leaders.
And 65.9 seconds for that first 400 meters, so a bit of an honest pace. But you can expect that at some point the pace is going to pick up.
Hilali of Morocco picking up the pace, with Alminova still leading it. Lyschinska in second, Lagat in third, Jamal in fourth, then Shannon Rowberry in fifth. Then it's Tobias of Ukraine and Hilali of Morocco.
Shannon Rowberry tucked right in the middle of that group. She's up in toward the front in contention, but we'll have to be careful as we move around to the 800 meter mark to make sure that she sort of has a way to get out of there if the tempo picks up.
She's running in fifth place, kind of in the middle of the pack. There she is with 10 on her hip. Alminova still in front. Lyschinska second. Lagat third. Jamal fourth. Rowberry fifth.
Tom, it was really interesting talking to Rowberry. I was amazed at her level of confidence against this field and against these ladies who are surely much more decorated than she is. She trusts the training. She believes all of that hard work she did to get back from that devastating hip injury that she was diagnosed with back in the spring of '07. But this woman really believes that if she can stay in contention, which is where she is right now, that she can contend for a medal. But she's got to go with this group.
Marianne Jamal, the favorite, now goes out to take the lead. It's Jamal in front with a lap to go. Lagat is in second place. Lizchenka is third. Roberry is fourth. It's Jamal of Bahrain showing the way through the first turn and onto the backstretch. Lagat in second place. Lizchenka is third. Then a big gap back to Shannon Roberry in fourth at the moment, but not gaining any ground. She's losing ground almost now with every step. Here goes Lagat, moving by Jamal to take the lead. Nancy Lagat of Kenya is in front. Jamal is second. Lizchenka is in third. Coming into fourth now is Rodriguez of Spain as Roberry drops back to fifth. Here is the home straightaway, Nancy Lagat of Kenya, but she hasn't put away Jamal yet. Jamal tries to get to the outside to make a move, but Kenya now pulling away in the form of Nancy Lagat. Nancy Lagat pulling away to win it. Lizchenka takes over second place for the moment. Hit the line. Lagat wins it. Lizchenka second, and Tobias of Ukraine is third. Looks like Shannon Roberry was about fifth or sixth when she crossed the line.
Well, Roberry can be proud of herself for at least competing and just being out-kicked. There's not much more that she can do than that. But boy, Nancy Lagat with that kick coming up the home straightaway was just impossible to beat her. So Nancy Lagat of Kenya pulling away from Miriam Jamal. What happened to her? She came in as the heavy favorite. But what a stretch run by the Kenyan here as she dominates the rest of this field over the last 100 meters to take the gold for Kenya.
So Nancy Lagat of Kenya wins it. 4 minutes, .23. The Ukrainian second and third. Shannon Roberry, pretty good performance. She finishes in seventh place. Now for a report of the women's high jump. Let's go to Dwight Stones.
Women's high jump final tonight. Stefka Kostadinova of Bulgaria, still the world record holder 21 years later. And this is Shante Howard. She won the U.S. trials and twice an Olympian, did not qualify for the Athens final. And this is Blanka Vlasic of Croatia, the reigning world champion. She's riding a 34-meet winning streak, and this is her third Olympics. Shante Howard with the bar at 6'6 1/4. She was on maternity leave last year and over on her third and final attempt. Her coach, Nat Page, himself an 80 Olympian in the high jump, one of the best coaches in America in the high jump. And Shante Howard will get a chance to continue jumping. Blanka Vlasic with the bar at 6 feet 7 inches, a routine height for her. She is herself 6 feet 4 inches tall. And her sixth straight clearance with a slight brush. She's third up in the order and leading the way. Nice hip height, but a little brush on the way down. She'll have to make that adjustment with her run-up. Shante Howard now, her third attempt at this height. This would tie her all-time best, and she must clear it to stay in the mix for the medals. As I said, she had a maternity leave in 2007 and a little foot problem, and she is out of the competition. But at 24 years of age, she will certainly be back. So quite the pile up at 6 feet 7 inches, but led right now by Blanka Vlasic, the huge favorite in this competition.
This program has been produced by NBC Universal in association with the International Olympic Committee and the Beijing Organizing Committee for the Olympic Games.